Hello, I'm Scottish Mountain Man and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm embarking on my first YouTube collaboration with my friend Tom from Fandabidozie Wilderness as we attempt a historical versus modern mackerel catch and cook. This adventure was incredibly fun to shoot and I cannot wait to share it with you. So kick back and relax as here is a taste of what's to come. There we go. Right, something a little bit different and a little bit special. Today I'm joined by Tom from Fandabidozie Wilderness.
Hello.
And as you can see, something a little bit different to what you might be used to on my channel. We have a man in a plaid with some prehistoric kit.
So not quite prehistoric, but certainly old school. Yeah, on my channel, yeah, be messing around bushcraft survival stuff, all in the context of history. Got a whole series of looking at 17th century Highlander, so I put together a kit, a sort of 17th century kit, basically hemp line, hemp and linen line. I've got some mackerel lures. I've got an even more old school one. This is hand spun nettle cordage. Although I feel a bit precious about this took hours and hours of twisted.
I'll probably put a link to somewhere right about now, somewhere here. I'll put a link to the video of this being made because it is super cool.
But yeah, so I made these two fishing kits last year, but I haven't actually had a proper chance to try them out. So we got a canoe, we got the ocean. It's mackerel season.
We're at the start of August now, the water's warming up, the fish are kind of coming into inshore water, so we're going to go out and try and catch them. Now last night we went down to the shoreline to do a bit of relaxing, watch the sunset, and then fashion some mackerel feathers. So if you've ever fished for mackerel before, most likely you've used a stringer or a sabiki rig with 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 flies on it, or hooks with feathers, and they're very, very simple designs, and we've basically tried to copy this. So
yeah,
Tom has taken a, is it a pigeon?
It's a pigeon feather, yeah, white pigeon feather.
Hand forged hooks,
yeah,
and bound them together with
linen
line
and beeswax. So that's probably the main rig I'll stick to. I've got my nettle cordage that I'll maybe hook up, I'll see.
I'm feeling confident anyway. I think we're going to manage this.
We'll see. They don't have barbs, the hooks, so that will add a challenge, but mackerel are pretty aggressive and
gonna have to have some polished technique, and if we don't manage to catch, we're gonna have a very boring hot noodle catch and cook. Now, just to give you a little bit of context, if you haven't already caught it, myself and Tom met this year as Tom was looking for a cameraman for a 4-day expedition. You'll also find a link to that in the description if you want to go check that out. It was 4 days in the middle of nowhere. It was a huge challenge, but yeah, if you want to go check that out, you can see how me and Tom first came to meet. Right, I think it's time to hit the water and see if we can catch some dinner.
Yeah. Some mackerel.
Aye, make sure that plaid doesn't ride up. I don't want any unsavoury views.
It'll be an X-rated.
X-rated YouTube video. Feels like good a place as any to start. Right. Dare I try to turn around? Happy days. I know. What are the chances that when you review that footage, there's a show here and we just miss it? Have you ever been in a canoe in the middle of a sea loch with a man in a plaid? No. Now, we're going to try our best to use the primitive kit to complete this challenge, but as you may be able to see, I do have some modern gear as a backup. Now obviously with a lack of a echo sounder or fish finder or anything of that nature, we have no real idea of depth.
Yeah, no idea. That's not that deep, all that is. That's all I know.
So about 6 meters there.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Now, although I'm filled with confidence, this could easily take 5 hours or 5 minutes.
You set up your rod as well?
I think I may as well get it ready at the very least.
Yeah.
So many times I've been mackerel fishing, dropped the line and then it's instant.
Yeah.
So I'm on edge. So with a 17th century fishing kit, we've run into the first little hiccup. As you can probably see there, the leader has a tendency to twist as soon as it gets in the water. So it's ended up tangling with the main line and it's no longer doing the job it's meant to. So what we're going to do is we're shorten the leader, see if that helps, and if not, we're going to have to start thinking on our feet. Right, we're doing a bit of troubleshooting here. So we've got a slightly new setup. The flying the leader is a lot closer to the... Oh!
That's bad.
Okay, that's working.
As soon as you jig it though.
Tangled.
Yeah, wraps around. Not very good. Say we just try free hooking it.
Free lining or the lighter lead would be the last protocol. Now, this is my choice of tackle for my modern kit. So it's got a trailing treble and then a assist hook at the front. So double trouble, good chance of hooking something should they see it. And I've got about 1.5 meters, just over a metre of 30-pound fluorocarbon leader here. So although that might be a bit of overkill for the fish we're targeting, if I get caught in the bottom I should get my jig back. Drop this down. It's deep here. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's actually really deep here. Wow. Okay, that's different. I wasn't expecting that at all. I'm on the bottom. Oh! Fish!
You got something?
We've got a fish. Well, that's not a mackerel.
Really?
Yeah, that's not a mackerel. It's definitely not.
You recording?
Oh, maybe it is a mackerel. What is it?
Mackerel?
It's a mackerel! Ah! The modern kit has saved the morning so far. Right. He's woken up now. Right, come here. Ooh, really don't want him to tangle your line. That'll be a death sentence. Right, need to let a little bit more line out. Come on. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm delighted we've caught something.
Yeah, at least we got something.
But I am all in to see it on that line.
On this, me too.
There we go.
Nice.
The catch and cook is on. Now it's not huge, it's a little small, but definitely edible. Right, I'm going to dispatch this and leave it in the bottom of the boat. Look at the beautiful stripes on it.
Yeah, no.
They are stunning fish, they really are.
Now I have no idea.
So I'm basically your fish finder.
Yeah.
Right, let's see if there's any more down there. We've got a fish on, I think. We do indeed. We've got another fish on. Let's see what it is. Yeah, I know it's
modern equipment.
modern. The modern. Oh well, it's not a mackerel. Little baby something.
Wait.
What have we got here?
What's that? It's cod, isn't it?
Yeah, codling. Little baby codling. There you go. So these inshore waters must act as a little bit of a nursery for them, I'm guessing.
Hopefully you'll grow up big and strong.
Yeah, hopefully we'll catch you in a couple of years. Beautiful. Off you go. Back to the bottom. Tell Mum.
Come on, make a bite.
Got another teeny tiny thing. I'm guessing it's probably Could even be the same fish. He's got back to the bottom and followed the lure. It's definitely nothing of size. Oh my word! I didn't think it could be outdone.
It's literally the same size.
Oh, you poor wee thing. I mean, that's... I was rather hopeful we would catch things bigger than lures, but hey, we're catching cod. See you, buddy. Oh! Well, I accidentally turned the camera off there when I hooked the fish, but there we go. A nice mackerel. So that's 2, we've got 1 each for dinner now.
Nice.
The catch and cook is on. I'll put it this way, man, we're out here till you get one.
Yeah. That would be a very good video. Oh, I did some summer fishing, but actually couldn't get anything with it.
Historic catch and cook with modern equipment. Say that again?
Said so far with this historical experiment, the only thing I've learned is what there's different properties of untangling a different type of line. Linen is actually quite hard to, because it itself like frays.
Ah, okay.
So it's already proving to be a bit of a pain. Maybe just try.
There's quite a lot of trial and error going on here.
Yeah. Mainly error.
I tell you what, if you persevere, that mackerel tastes so good.
Yeah.
Okay, got a bend in the rod again. Here we go. Now, just judging by the weight of this, hopefully it's a mackerel. The mackerel are fighting very weird today. Yeah, I feel a vibration. What have we got? Nice and steady. Oh, come on! Oh, wow! That's a real cod. How cool is that? Juvenile cod. Beautiful little fins on him as well. See you, buddy. Bloop. Here we go, that's a mackerel. Right, they're right below us, Tom. Oh! Right back down, come on. Let's find out if there is a shoal. The gannets are surrounding us at the moment, so... No. Yes, yeah, they're right below us. Right, come on, man. Oh, come on. This is our chance. This is it, man. This is when it's gonna happen. There's number 3 for me. Come on, man. I'm keeping my hook out the water just for a second. Let's see if you can. Mackerel number 3. It's again not a huge fish, but
good enough.
And that was a little shoal. Because I only know that because it went down and it stopped mid-water. Yeah. I thought that was going to happen there, man.
I know, I got excited as well.
Nope. We're still on our first drift of the day. But yeah, still no luck with the historic equipment.
Yeah, I'm still just playing around with it. I can't even get it to a sort of depth of water that I feel confident in. Yeah.
It's amazing how much confidence plays a part in fishing of all varieties.
Totally.
You know, I know when I'm fly fishing, if I put on a fly that I've caught fish with in the past, I always feel that surge of confidence straight away.
Yeah, and then that affects your cast and everything.
Yeah. Mind over matter.
Things around it.
Oh! Yep, okay, here we go. There's mackerel right below the boat, mate. Get your thing in regardless of the weight. Get it in, because there's mackerel about 2 meters below the boat. Right, this is number 4 if I can get this one in the boat. Gonna let him tire itself out a little bit. Hopefully, this disturbance might actually keep the rest of the mackerel close to... Oh! 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 It almost happened, man. Oh, sorry. Double trouble. Not only have I tangled your line, but lost my fish. Right.
I felt something there, but that's good.
That was almost it. That was tense. Should have focused more on my own fish.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. There's a fish. Yeah. They are still below the boat, mate. Right, I'm just concentrating. Oh, this feels like a good mackerel. Oi. Ooh. Come on. Let's get him in quick. Oi. Mission accomplished. And that is mackerel number 4. So the catch and cook is definitely on. But I don't know about Tom, but I am definitely staying out here until we've given this every effort we can. I know. How cruel could I be? Well, I'm eating well tonight. I don't know about Tom. So far, so good. Well, instead of going to all the effort of turning round, we've decided to move the canoe back out into the middle of the sea loch to try and get back to where I was catching mackerel, having our drift in with the wind, and to save the effort of balancing the canoe and turning around, I'm doing some backwards rowing. I'm not sure about how efficient it is. Well, we've lost any breeze that we had before. I think we've got a fish on. That was after a long cast as well. Now, no idea what it is. Not feeling any vibration yet, but it comes. It's starting to... Oh, it's a mackerel. I can feel it. Here we go. There's definitely fish around.
Yeah.
I'm here for my close-up. And another. That's a good one. Half a dozen.
Mad.
6-0.
6-0, I know.
Right, so I've cast the line out quite far. Now I'm going to pull up the slack, give it a jig. Oh, we're in already. Instant, man, as soon as it got near the bottom. It's a nice fish by the feel of it.
Do you think you're near the bottom?
Yeah.
It barely left its hunger.
It's not deep out there though. Ooh, it's a good fish. Oh! 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 No!
Oh.
He's right there as well. He's right under the boat.
Right under the boat.
There he goes, look. No. Ah, 2 fish, 1 hook, man. That's what happens when you let it sink. Okay, so same script. Chucked my little jig as far as this rod will let me. I'm just going to let it sink. Okay, line stop. Let's see. No instant hookup on this cast. But... Oh, fish! Yeah, we're in. We are in. Ooh, ooh. I might have another double header here, bud. Oh no, it's the one. Yeah. We're eating mackerel tonight, people. Oh, it was 2 again!
You bastard.
One just came off. The only reason I saw it is I saw 2 fish swimming opposite directions there. You little guy. Dun. Another one bites the dust. Right, so update. We've been out here for a couple hours now. We have 8 mackerel, along with another couple that I managed to lose. So there's definitely mackerel in the area, and we're definitely having a catch and cook today. But we are both extremely determined to make this historical fishing kit work.
Yeah.
So
much of it is just trial and error and just the basic stuff that you take for granted, just how the line sits in the water.
So, new plan of attack. We're going to turn this canoe around, head back into shore. I know in my fishing tackle I have lead shot.
Which people would have had. People had muskets, so there's no reason why.
So whether they had the intuition to use it as split shot, as we do in modern tackle, not entirely sure, but the
18th century fishing kits had it, so
yeah, we're gonna regroup, reset, and retry.
start again.
We'll see you at shore. Well, we're back on dry land for now. My 17th century Highlander fishing buddy has yet to land a fish, but we're gonna go make some modifications.
Yeah, back after that.
More trial and error. Picked up the lead shot. Shout out to my friend Donald for lending this to me for a recent trip, and I still haven't given it back. Cheers, bud.
So the main problem we're having by using these big weights is just the line is always coming up and tangling and twisting. So I figured with this lead shot we'll just we'll put a bunch right up against the hook like that, and hopefully add a bit of weight so we can get it down.
Right,
Down faster.
let's go see if it works.
Yeah.
We jumped back into the canoe and headed out into the sea loch once again. We were both filled with a renewed sense of hope, praying our modifications would do the trick and land us a mackerel on our historic kit. Myself and Tom were both determined to pull this off. Right, we've arrived at our fishing spot. Here's my 17th century handline. Hours passed and we were still fishless. Well, we're almost at about the time that we need to start heading in and consider starting our cook. So as a last ditch attempt to try and summon a mackerel with the historic gear, we're going for a little paddle and a trawl. But even our dirty trawling tactics didn't pay off, and it was soon time to head in as our thoughts turned to lunch and our stomachs began to rumble. People power. A quick paddle and we were back on dry land. We didn't waste any time and set about our mackerel, getting them ready for cooking by removing the guts. Doing this at the water's edge means the guts go back into the sea and truly nothing goes to waste as the crabs get a good meal. Happy days, there we go.
Right.
Yeah, success.
Ish. Not for the historical stuff.
The historical kit's not come through, but luckily I had my modern gear and the spinning rod, so yeah, that's the first half of this morning's adventure done with.
Yep.
Now it's time to go do some historical / experimental outdoor cooking with these mackerel.
Yeah.
I think we're going to try to do a few recipes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So,
and we'll play around with the historical kit and come back to it, I think.
yeah,
Determined. We're
definitely going to
determined.
have to revisit this for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, hope you've enjoyed watching how we catch it. Head over to Fandabby Tom's channel to catch how we cook them.
Yeah. Catch how we cook them.
Catch how we cook them.
Got 'em.
I'll get something like that for sure. Well, that's the canoe packed up, tidied up and away. We are now going to head over and start the cook. So don't forget to head over to Tom's channel, Fandabby and catch up with the cook. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to catch all the next adventures. And until next time, take it easy and tight lines. Right, bud. by the tail. Never worked in a chip shop, but I reckon I could.
Cheers, man.
Oh. I know what I'm doing next week. Going out mackerel fishing, firing up the deep fat fryer. Are we perpetuating a stereotype that we're the thing we've loved the most is the deep fried fish?